So much light.
Oh, I thought they were going to take those away.
Daylight. And on sunny days, you almost felt like you was outside. It was that bright.
That surprised you, Grace?
It was a factory. I thought it would be dark, dirty.
Then why go to work there?
I was 15. It was time I paid my own way.
Pay your own way? What about school?
I didn't miss it so much. The girls were all so nice. And it wasn't like factory work, really. It was more like art, painting those dials. We were artists.
I'm not the one you should be talking to. Von Sashaki, he's the one you should talk to.
Now, Arthur, you know he won't talk to us.
But it was his process.
Tell me about the process. You used a powder.
We used a powder. The girls mixed it with an adhesive to make them paint. And that business with the brushes, well, I didn't start that. They were doing that when I started there.
But you knew about it.
We all knew about it. We just didn't know what it meant.
Irene? In here.
Irene, what are you doing?
Shut the door. Amalia's working inspection today.
Is that bad?
Not for us. She's going to be sitting in this room all day by herself checking dials. Poor thing. Poor thing. So we're going to give her a little surprise. Like a Cheshire cat.
Won't that make her mad?
Let her get mad. That's half the fun.
I don't want to make her mad.
Oh, Grace. Do you have to be that way about everything?
What way?
Come on, Grace. Just put some on your face. Ain't like Amalia don't deserve it. She paints more nails than any girl on the floor and can't be bothered to say nothing either. He's like, Amalia, what's new? And she just looks at you funny.
I don't think she can speak much English.
Wouldn't kill her to smile, would it? She's coming. Get the light.
Ah! Mrs. McNeil!
Oops. Painting your faces. Have you gone off your minds? It was just a joke.
Just a joke? A joke like that could lose a girl her job.
Now, Miss McNeil, I'm sure that is not necessary.
I don't tolerate your foolishness, Doctor.
Yeah, very good. Foolishness, we do not want, do we? Mr. Reed, this is the inspection room. All of the dials from years that are painted. And here are the girls who should, on the floor, be working. Girls, this is Mr. Reed. This is Mr. Reed, my new vice president, and your new plant manager.
And I was just telling Mr. Reader what a fine bunch of girls we got here. I'm sure now he must think I'm halfway out of my mind.
Mr. Reader, perhaps you have some words for the girls? Mr. McNeil?
Well then, girls, this paint you've been playing with, it's very expensive. You do realize this.
Yes.
Yes, why it takes several tons of ore to produce a single gram of radium. That's a lot of work, hard work for the men of the extraction plants. But they do this work gladly. You understand why they work so hard? What we're all working for.
The war?
That's right, the war. The dials you paint save lives, girls. Our boys in the field depend on them to read accurately, not mistaking what they see. Otherwise, well, some of those boys won't be coming home. So girls, if you play and don't take the work seriously, well, you're just playing into the hands of the Kaiser. And we don't want that, do we?
No,
Never.
Yes, very good. Now, let's get back to work and leave the tomfoolery to home.
Mr. Reader, I just want to say I'm so sorry, and I won't do anything like that ever again.
Well, dear, just keep this in mind. If you do right by us, we'll do right by you.
1921. Nancy J. Carlin here for the New York Graphic. The New York Graphic's only good reporter.
Jackie Youngwood here for the Newark Ledger, Newark's first source for news.
Madame Marie Curie, eminent French scientist, embarks on a whistle-stop tour of the United States.
First stop, New York City, where she's greeted by an enthusiastic crowd of well-wishers.
The high priestess of science is headed for Washington to receive a gift of 1 gram of radium, valued at $100,000.
Purchased for her by the members of the Madame Curie Radium Club, an association of 100,000 American women.
Who each gave $1 to support humanitarian research with radium.
Great! Over here!
Irene, look, I got my certificate. Member of the Marie Curie Radium Club.
You paid $1?
It's all for science.
Science? What about my room and board?
Here she comes.
Welcome all, welcome all. I must ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, to please limit your questions. Madame Curie is about to embark on an exhaustive tour of the country and is under strict doctor's orders to rest. Although, in typical fashion of a scientist who can only think of her research, her life's work, she has refused to rest.
Madame Curie, what will you do with the radium?
Huh?
What will you do with the radium?
I will continue my experiments to find better methods for the treatment of the cancer. Is radium a cure for all cancer? Cure for the cancer. Yes, cure for the cancer. That is so. It has already cured all kinds of the cancer. But some doctors dispute that, since they do not understand the method. Radium will cure the cancer. Madame Curie!
Madame Curie,
Madame Curie! How have you managed to devote yourself both to science and to your children? It has not been easy. But my daughters share my gratitude to the American women for their science and my work. I am most grateful.
Madame Curie,
Madame Curie!
Madame Curie.
No more questions. Madame Curie is on a very tight schedule. Mrs. Andrew Carnegie has sent a card that will personally escort Dr. Curie, as will I, to Washington, where President Harding will present the gift of 1 gram of radium.
You see that, Charlie? That is a marketing opportunity. Let's enter one of our customers' watches, courtesy of United States Radium Corporation.
We'll need a press release.
Why radium isn't just for scientists to study, or why the average American can share in its glory every night. Luminous watches, luminous clocks, any and all who think these are passing fads. Why, think of all the other technological advances made in the past 50 years. The electric light, the telegraph,
The telephone
the automobile. All inventions passed off as novelties, as toys.
are now essentials to modern life. Guys, that ought to sell some watches.
Watches? Absolutely, Charlie. But that's not where the growth is now. We're the lady into the medical market.
And Standard Chemical owns it.
Only because Von Sashaki lets them take it. But if we wanted to, we could get half their business. It's just a matter of positioning.
Standard Chemical publishes its own journal, sends it out monthly to 12,000 doctors. We could do something similar.
Something scholarly that the doctors would respect.
A bibliography listing every article ever made on radium.
But with capsule reports to save the doctors time. They get the information, find it fast,
And have us to thank for it.
why, we'll send it to every doctor in the U.S. Radium Society.
Every doctor of the American Medical Association.
That's the spirit, Charlie. Advertising. That's the way for the future. It's not just about the product. It's the way you promote it.
You should have seen it, Grace. The church was filled with flowers. Lilies and carnations and orchids. You know how Amalia loved orchids. They weren't orchids. They were orchids, Irene. Flags. Orchids. I know an orchid when I see one. Purple orchids. Oh, and that smell, Grace, that smell. What was it like? It was like flowers? No, it was like heaven. I was gonna say it was like heaven. Like heaven? Catherine, it was just a funeral. You make it out like it was some Valentino picture. Just a funeral? It wasn't just a funeral, it was Amalia's. And it was beautiful. The church was like the botanical gardens. The company sent a big spray of flowers too. Carnations. Mums. Yellow carnations. Those were mums.
Well, it sounds like a nice service anyhow.
Girls, the whistle's already gone. Now then, I've received new instructions this day. We're to go back to the old way of pointing the brushes. We use losing too much paint and cloth.
But
Something you wish to say, Grace?
Dr. Von Sashaki told you not to do that. He said it's unsanitary.
Unsanitary? I can't hardly believe he'd say such a thing. We've been doing this as long as I've been here. You must have misunderstood.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not to get new brushes until you're done with the old. And they've got to be so bad you can't get a point no more.
You can't make quota like that.
Well, it'll do your best then, since I have my instructions.
I need a new brush.
It's not for us to be asking questions, is it? It's for us to do the work.
I have my instructions, girls. I have my instructions.
Here's an instruction for you, McNeil. Let some starch out of your corset.
Was she at the service?
McNeil, are you kidding? You think she'd cross the street for her own mother?
Most everybody else was, though. You was about the only girl from the floor who wasn't there.
I wanted to come, but Ma had to work and I had to watch the little ones.
You could have brought them.
All 7?
Well, if it was me, I'd have tried to get there.
Just lay off. Grace feels bad as it is.
Were many of the fellows there?
Oh, yes. Lots of fellows from downstairs. Mr. Roth from the front office, Dr. Von Sashaki, and Mr. Reader.
And he left early.
So he was there all the same. Ooh, and Grace, you know that one fellow from Crystallizing? The one with the red hair? You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, the tall fellow with the freckles.
That's the one who snaps his fingers all the time.
George!
Jerry! I think it's George.
It's Jerry. Jerry Malin. He was the one who was always talking to Amalia in the day room.
That's right. Ooh, Grace. When the mass is over, he goes over the coffin and he goes like this. Like this he goes.
No!
Yes!
Really?
Really?
Oh, for pity's sake.
Well, he did, and nobody could believe it.
So what if he did?
So what? He was in love with her, that's so what. Don't you think so, Grace?
Well, I guess he had to be if he did that.
And can you imagine? Can you imagine if he loved her and he never could bring himself to say? Because she was so beautiful and he was so shy. And now it's too late. It's too late. Their love is forever thwarted. He didn't tell her, and he'll never get the chance again.
Poor Amalia.
Poor Amalia.
Poor kid.
Her family took it awful bad, Grace. Albina, Quinta, everybody. Every one of them crying. Even their father crying so bad. I ain't never seen a man cry, definitely not like that. Just falling like a baby.
And you know why, too?
Because their daughter died.
What she died from.
Irene Dunkel's friend stories.
It's not a story. Albina told us. There's no reason Grace shouldn't know.
No what? No what? Amalia?
Ain't it awful? Albina says their father's fit to be tied too. 6 girls at home and ain't none of them ever going to a dance again.
Oh, because Amalia upped and died from syphilis.
Shh!
What? I can't help if that's what she died from.
You don't know that for sure.
Says not on the death certificate.
Anemia and complications from syphilis.
But Amalia was ever so nice.
I guess she got around more than we knew.
Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the doctor got it wrong.
Oh, come on.
What? It could be. Doctors are wrong sometimes.
She's right. The doctor is wrong about Aunt Ivy.
What's Mama got to do with it?
Irene, don't you remember? Up until the day she died, doctor said, Aunt Ivy's gonna be fine. Just drink a cup of tea, get a good night's rest. And then 2 days later, we was taking her to Rosedale Cemetery. Girls, your attention, please. The gentlemen are here to make an announcement.
Thank you, Mrs. McNeil. Girls, we're here to put a few rumors to rest.
To explain some changes, y'all.
Yes, as some of you may already know, Dr. Von Sashaki is stepping down, and he'd like to take this
To
opportunity.
make us say goodbye. Some of you I've known since you were little girls. Coming here during the war. Working so hard. Day after day at the bench. 200, 300, some of you 500 dials a day. So excited to be part of our work here. With this company, here I start, in my own kitchen. I knew I found something miraculous to make life better, easier. And now, what do I read? More and more uses are there for the radium, more than I ever dreamed possible.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, thank you. Now, girls, the doctor is a very busy man and must be on his way, so let's wish him the very best in his new business ventures. It's very good then,
And
girls.
Mr. Reader, let us good luck wish to you also. To the plate he steps as your new company president. Our congratulations to you.
Yes, thank you.
When Mr. Reader came 4 years ago to us, I saw a man of great enterprise
Thank you.
and great ambition.
Yes, thank
Little
you.
did I guess the direction your ambition would take, but one of the things that makes this country great is the opportunity it presents to a young man and his friends.
And so, girls.
And so, ladies, let us wish Mr. Reader the very best in the new direction he plans the company to take.
New direction?
With the slowdown in dial code
Now, Doctor,
and business moving into the medical market. There's going to be a lot of changes, yeah.
what the doctor is trying to say, some of our larger customers have set up their own dial cleaning studios.
Which means less work for girls here.
In the short run, things will be slow. However, the Waterbury Clock Company up in Connecticut needs help setting up its new studio. We are going to make an announcement next week. We'll make it now, Miss McNeil.
Oh, well, we'll be asking some of you girls to go on up there.
The work is supervisory in nature, which means more pay. You have some girls in mind.
Louise Conlon was one, Sarah Deutsch, Nina McCarthy, and Catherine Shaw. I have the entire list upstairs. I'll post it today.
Very good. Now, girls, since we are all still in the clock, we'll leave you to your work.
Thank you, ladies. The best wishes to you.
Now it's back to work with you girls.
You gonna do it, Catherine? You gonna take that job?
Would you, Grace? Would you go to Connecticut?
Well, I don't know. It's awful far. Tommy would have a fit.
Oh, come on, Grace. It'd be fun. Wouldn't it be fun, Irene? Irene?
Irene, honey, are you all right?
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't I be alright? What?
Your mouth is bleeding.
$35 a week and she quits the place.
Well, there's more to life than money.
That's what you say when you're young, Tom. You and Grace get to be my age with a house full of your kids underfoot. You'll thank God for every penny you buy.
We got money to buy.
How much?
Enough to get married on.
Doesn't take much to get married on, Tom. Do you have enough to stay married on?
You let us get married. We'll find out.
Tommy, are you still eating?
Well, it's good.
You're gonna get fat.
Gotta keep up his strength. He worked hard for his money.
Don't you start, Mom.
I didn't say nothing. It's your father who hit the roof over it.
Hit the roof.
You should have seen the man's face, Tom, when he found out Grace wasn't working no more. Most girls would give their eye teeth for a job like that. Good money, easy work, nice-looking fellas around the plant.
You didn't tell me about them, Grace.
Wasn't that many of them. Hardly seemed worth the mention.
And she leaves it all behind, for reasons unknown. I'm tired of it up there, she says. Are you tired of the paycheck, I says? Who needs a paycheck, she says. I got me a boyfriend to take me out Saturdays.
She said that?
Oh, you know I didn't. And for your information, I got a job. I started the bank on Monday.
Oh yeah, the bank. And how much does that pay?
Enough.
Enough, always enough. You know what that means, Tom. They don't come close to what it pays up at the radium plant.
It's office work.
Office work. Well, I guess that just means that he's spending more money on clothes then.
Boy, she is really steamed at you.
I don't see what difference it makes so long as I'm working somewheres.
Well, it don't make no difference to me. I just thought you liked it up there.
Sure, I liked it. Worked there 4 years.
So, I've been delivering mail almost 8 years. I plan to keep on delivering mail another 20 or 30 years. If I'm lucky. Nothing like steady work and a good pension to help you sleep at night.
I don't have a pension and I sleep just fine.
I bet you do. So how can you quit, Grace?
Work is slow. Lots of girls are quitting. And since Irene left, it's just not as fun anymore. Besides, wouldn't you rather have a girlfriend who works in a bank?
Not as much as I'd like to have a wife who don't work anywhere.
Close your eyes. I got a surprise for you.
You want me to draw the shades?
Not that kind of surprise. Close your eyes. Now, look.
Wallpaper?
For the baby's room.
Baby's room. You won't kiss me and you're talking about babies?
There's gonna be babies eventually, Tommy.
Well, sure, Grace. But you know, most girls, they decide to get married before they decorate the nursery.
Plan ahead for once. Pick one.
They're both the same.
No, they're not. This one has big flowers, and this one has little flowers. So pick one.
Is this some kind of test?
No, Tommy. It's just wallpaper. Pick one.
This is some kind of test.
It's just wallpaper, Tommy. Pick one.
Alright, that one. The other one then.
But which one do you like?
They're both really nice.
I think this one's pretty. Don't you think?
That one then.
But I want you to like it too.
Look, you don't like it, I don't like it. Wallpaper's wallpaper.
No, it's not! You gotta pick something you can stand to look at for 20 years.
Same way you pick women?
Keep it up, smarty pants. You'll never get that kiss.
All right, okay. This one. This one hands down.
I like it too. A nice neutral green goes with either a boy or a girl's room. And until the baby comes, we can use the room for other things.
Yeah. Like what?
Like I was thinking a painting studio maybe?
A painting studio, maybe? Didn't you get enough of painting over at work?
Not the kind I wanted to, Tommy. At school I used to do watercolors. Now what with helping Mom and watching the kids and working, I ain't got no time. Tommy, when we get married, I just want a little time. Just a little time for myself so as I can do watercolors. Or oils maybe. Maybe portraits in oil. I could paint your picture if you like.
Why not? Paint a big picture of me. And we'll hang it in the outhouse. All our friends will come around just to use the can, so as they can look at it.
The way you talk sometimes.
Come on, Grace. If you want to paint pictures, paint pictures. I ain't gonna stop you.
That's what you say now. Once we get married, you'll change your tune.
Sure, I'll be whistling Dixie.
Just you wait. Wait till you come home some night, all tired, all worn out. Some Christmas, maybe. When everyone's had 3 times the mail. Some dog took after you, maybe. Maybe some old lady kept you on her stoop telling you all about her little grandkids. And you wouldn't have to have the heart to tell her you can't talk, because I know you. So as you come home all cranky and late besides, hungry, wanting your dinner. And here I am, my easel set up in the kitchen, drop cloth on the floor, paint spread all over the table, and your dinner nowhere in sight. What would you say then?
Better be a picture of me you're painting.
I know what you'd say. Where's my dinner? That's what you'd say. Where's my dinner?
Well, sure, but I still admire the painting. I just want to look at it on a full stomach is all. So how'd I do? Pick the right wallpaper?
I don't know. I might go look at
The
stripes.
stripes? Polka dots? I don't care. Let's just get married, Grace. You're plenty old enough. Tell your mom we ain't waiting no more. We'll just run off.
Tommy, we are not running off. We're gonna do this right. A nice church wedding with flowers and music. And then after that, a week at the seashore. Just us. Then we'll get set up in our own place. It'll be worth the wait. I promise.
Is your mouth hurting you?
The dentist wants to pull another tooth in the back.
Well, what's the tooth? Hazel Cruiser. Any connection to the others?
Only by virtue of employment.
Except she's got a good lawyer.
Knows how to write a good letter anyway, that lawyer.
And she no longer works here.
Left 6 months ago.
This makes 4 now.
3.
4 if you count the Magia girl.
I wouldn't include her.
She worked here.
She also worked other places, and what she died from, you couldn't pick up here. At least, I don't think you can.
Oh, that's not funny, Charlie. Besides, that's just idle talk.
In my experience, there's usually something to the idle talk. When it comes to girls like that.
From a large family, wasn't she?
Italians, the conditions they live in, 10 to 12 people in 3 rooms, it's a wonder they all haven't died from one infection or another.
3 then. And how many dead?
Only Miss Magia, though I haven't heard from her people.
It's too late for them anyways. The statute of limitations is 2 years. They're out of time. But Miss Cruiser is in a position to make some trouble now.
Oh, and all the time I've worked here, no one's as much as slipped on the floor. And now this?
We're talking about 4 girls here, out of how many hundreds that we've employed?
Oh, 600, 700 over the years?
And some of them were sick when they got here. One girl you hired was a complete cripple. Couldn't even climb the stairs. Her father had to carry her up to the studio every morning.
It didn't make any difference to me how she got up those stairs. She was a very fast worker and a very sweet little girl.
But she was in poor health.
She needed the work.
Arthur. Charlie.
And not just for the money either. To have a purpose. That's what work does, Charlie. It gives people a purpose. Why, I don't see any reason why we should stop hiring little girls like that.
When they get sick and try to blame us for it, You might want to reconsider that policy.
Well, then let's see what Dr. Drinker has to say.
Dr. Drinker?
Some professor at the Harvard School of Industrial Hygiene.
She chairs the department, and she's agreed to look at our case.
Don't you think we're jumping the gun a bit?
Hiring her, we've had 3 girls quit this week, and Mrs. McNeil says there could be more.
Girls come and go all the time.
But it's never been like this. These girls are terrified. We gotta do something to calm them down.
Letting Drinker examine them? That sounds to me like a recipe for mass hysteria.
Well, then we'll say it's a routine physical. Edward,
Companies give physicals all the time.
then Drinker will start next month.
In the meantime, I recommend we make it off to Miss Gooser.
Settle?
There's no proof her problems are connected to us.
If she sues, believe me, you will not like the publicity it brings. And neither will your investors.
You think this will affect the stock offer?
Don't you?
Wonderful. We'll open at 30 and close at 10.
Or not open at all.
But if we give this girl something that would keep her quiet,
It would be condition of the settlement.
maybe we better do it.
Well, suppose this lawyer's got a racket though. He finds sick girls, convinces them they've got a case, then we reward him for his larceny.
Unless Miss Cooser genuinely believes she got sick here.
It could be like Charlie said. She comes from a large immigrant family, not well educated, not a lot of resources.
A few $100s would make a big difference to a girl like that.
Certainly. Pay off some doctor's bills, buy some medicine. From the sum of that letter, I don't think the girl has long to live anyways.
So it'd be a gesture of decency then.
Exactly.
Well, how much do you think we should offer?
March 24th, 1924. Jackie Youngwood here for the Newark Ledger. Nancy Jane Harlan for the New York Graphic. The Graphic's only girl reporter.
Could radium water pose a cure for crippling arthritis? Scientific studies suggest a connection.
Dateline, Orange, New Jersey. Radium water products offer a miracle cure for crippling arthritis.
Some patients reported a significant abatement in their symptoms.
Mrs. Jeremy Michaels of the Bronx tells how radium water transformed her life.
My pain got so bad I could hardly bend over.
While others reported only mild relief.
This poor, brave woman could not even bend down to kiss her little ones goodnight.
And I've got 3, and let me tell you, they're a handful.
Dr. Paige Turner, Chief Medical Examiner of Essex County, commented on the study.
Preliminary at best.
Your recommendations, Dr. Turner?
I advise further study. Further study.
Then Miss Michaels tried Radiator.
They said it would help with my rheumatism, so I drank a bottle a day for a whole month. They said it wasn't cheap, but I was desperate.
The test sample was questionably small.
Well, at first I felt like I was being hit by a bolt of lightning. Now I drink a bottle a week just to maintain my health. I scrub the kitchen floors and hang laundry like I've always done.
Dr. William J. A. Bailey of Orange, inventor of Radiator, reports strong demands for his product.
Dr. William Bailey of Orange announced the sales of Radiator exceed 100,000 cases worldwide.
Radioactivity is one of the most remarkable agents in medical science. I drink Radiator myself, and I can vouch for its power.
A bottle a day?
At $1 a bottle?
Worth every penny.
Yes, indeed. I myself was the picture of lethargy before I discovered the amazing, vitalizing qualities of radium water. Now look at me. I'm nearly 50 years old, and I have the energy of a man in his 30s.
You rather look like a man in his 30s.
Well, thanks.
A testament to the tonic's potency?
Or to the seller's creativity?
Radiator. It is perpetual sunshine.
A perpetual money machine for its inventor.
Is there no end to what science can do?
Maybe we should have made an appointment.
Don't need no appointment.
Catherine, we're awful busy here. If you need an appointment, maybe you should make one.
I shouldn't need no appointment for this. I'm sorry, but I couldn't find anything under Shaw. No, it's under Rudolph. Rudolph? Irene Rudolph, the girl I'm asking about. Did she file a complaint? No, the dentist did. The dentist? Dr. Neff, Irene's dentist. He said she might have gossip. I was going to complain to the health department about it. But when I asked, he said he hadn't heard nothing. It's been more than 6 months now. Bossy jaw, you say? Yes!
Catherine, maybe it's like the doctor said, a blood infection.
Yeah, but what gave it to her? That's the thing. What was it from?
Well, it could have been from dirt. You can get infections from dirt.
From dirt? Her face puffed up like a pumpkin. Her jaw rotted so bad she couldn't eat anything. You think you get something like that from a little dirt? You get it from phosphorus. They're telling everybody it's radium in that paint, but it's really phosphorus that makes it glow.
Honestly, Catherine, you can't really believe that.
You saw her, Grace.
Catherine, if it is like you say, then I never let you work out there in the first place.
Sure, they'd have shut the place down.
Shut it down? Who? Who's gonna shut it down?
I don't know, the county?
Honestly, Grace, you're such a ninny.
Hey,
Who's gonna shut it down if they don't know about it? Ever think of that?
now come on.
It's fine, Tommy.
No, it's not. She's got no business to talk to you that way.
She's just upset.
Upset? She's got around the bend. She probably thinks you're dumping arsenic in the drinking water. Next will be kidnapping babies and using them to stoke the furnace.
Go ahead and laugh. You won't laugh so hard when it's you coming in here 6 months from now asking after Grace.
Catherine,
Crying out loud.
it's just a toothache.
Yeah? That's how it's gonna fry me. Just a toothache. You wait, Grace. You wait. You'll come in here, you'll wake up one day with your gums hurting so bad you won't be able to open your mouth.
Stop it, Catherine.
So weak and sick you won't be able to stand up.
Stop it.
The pain's so bad you won't be able to go to sleep. And then your face is so swollen you won't be able to
I
stand up.
said stop it! Grace is fine. Right, Gracie?
Irene Rudolph?
Yes.
She worked at the radium plant.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing.
Huh?
The company is in full compliance with all state health and labor regulations. They ordered an analysis.
Let me see.
Miss Riley.
Who's Miss Young?
That's health officer, Miss Young.
Paint is harmless compound of radium and zinc.
As I was saying, the analysis shows that there's no phosphorus in the paint. There's no phosphorus anywhere in the plant.
See, Catherine?
Miss Young toured the plant herself. She found nothing amiss. I'm sorry.
Well, guess we can go get some lunch then.
I want to file another complaint.
They already did an investigation.
I want to file another complaint!
Catherine, I just don't see what good this is gonna do. Think it's such a fuss like this?
You saw her, Grace. 3 surgeries and they wanted to cut her again. She finally said no. She knew. What was left of her jaw rotted so bad, the smell was terrible. And Grace, the worst of it is, I couldn't look at her. Irene was so afraid of being alone, but I left her alone. When she died, it was the middle of the night and nobody was with her.
I'm sorry. Can we have another form? My friend would like to file another complaint.
Another complaint? Is the girl still sick?
No, she died.
Wait right here. Oh, Harriet, get down from that tree at once. Harriet!
She's enjoying herself.
When she comes down, I want you to speak to her.
She's 9 years old, Diane.
I'm trying to raise a daughter, not a son.
Well, time's on your side, Diane. About a year or so, she'll lose all interest in trees. And develop a fascination with boys.
That's supposed to scare you.
And when it does, you'll be frantic because she no longer wants to climb trees.
What's this?
Something to help your vitality.
Do you think I need vitality?
Well, that's what it says on the bottle.
Is it pure?
We're a supplier. Want to try some?
Well, if it'll give me vitality, how could I refuse? Your father came by to see me today.
Another hard luck case?
6 children at home, all under the age of 6.
Let me guess. Wife in the hospital with cancer?
Yes.
And the husband's been laid off from, let's see, the brickyard.
Yes.
Through no fault of his own.
How did you know?
Dad came around to see me yesterday. It's never enough for him to have ordinary missions. Gotta have a mission in life.
You do?
No, I have a business plan.
You can't tell me you wouldn't help that man.
If I could, but I can't give him a job that doesn't exist.
What about Dan?
Dan?
Maybe he could use some help.
In the laboratory? Dan needs trained technicians, not a bricklayer. What about Mrs. Middleton? Don't you women have a social club for that sort of thing?
You mean the Women's Club Civics Committee?
Right!
Well, yes, the committee does take interest in such cases, but we're not an employment service either, which is why I thought you could help.
Oh, you do like being married to the company president, don't you?
It does have its advantages.
Ever think of trading it all in?
Do you?
Well, I got my shoes shined this morning, and as I sat there and watched the boy work, I thought, well, this is quite an enterprise. Work walks in, work walks out. No warehouse, no inventory, no health inspectors, no stock price.
And you'll trade all of it in for your own shoe shine stand.
Fewer headaches that way.
So you're one of those moves again. What's it this time? Can't be the market. Went up today.
Now you're reading the financial pages.
Well, I have to pay myself somehow. So what happened today? You're acting strange.
Am I? I'm sorry.
You can tell me, you know.
Well, nothing to tell, really. This is going to be our best year ever.
So it's the prospect of success that you find so disheartening.
I'll get my checkbook.
What for?
You're a bricklayer.
Artie, he needs a job, not charity. What is it your father says a working man needs to work?
It wears on his soul not to work. Well, Diane, if it's a matter of his soul, well, I guess that's different. All right, I'll talk to Dan in the morning.
Artie,
But I make no promises, Diane.
no promises.
To your health.
So, how long have you had this drainage?
A week or so. Hurts something awful, Dr. Neff.
Anything else bothering you?
My back hurts some too.
You're back now. You seen your regular doctor about that?
He said it's nerves.
Nerves.
About my wedding and all.
This ain't no case of nerves. I hope you told him that.
What do you think?
I think you better schedule that surgery.
Couldn't we put it off a little? Till after my wedding?
If you don't have that surgery, there won't be no way.
Huh?
Miss Fryer, I want you to listen very carefully. Your jawbone is decaying. That's a black pus oozing out of your gums. It's the bone itself.
But that's impossible.
To Mr. Arthur Reeder, U.S. Radium Corporation. From Cecilia Drinker, Harvard University. Enclosed is our report.
Finally.
We believe the trouble in your plant is due to the radium.
Radium?
It can't be as bad as all that.
Why, this can't be.
If you don't have that surgery, you could develop a septic condition. It could be fatal.
The blood changes in your employees can be explained on no other grounds.
Everything I've got, I've saved for my wedding.
Photographic films carried by employees show heavy fogging,
Well, I've got a suggestion for you.
and we suspect high levels of gamma radiation throughout the plant.
Go to the company and explain to them your situation.
Go to the company?
We realize that no proof can be offered at present.
Once they see what kind of shape you're in,
This is impossible.
they gotta feel obligated to help you out.
But in view of the material in the literature
Why, it's a mistake.
and the facts disclosed by our investigation,
I don't see how they could refuse.
we recommend immediate and drastic remedial action.
Look, if you want, I'll write to them. They can work through me. Just pay my bills directly.
Think they do that?
Charlie!
They've got a moral obligation. Don't you think?
Guess so.
Look, we'll do it now. I'll put this in the paper.
Why, she's wrong. That's it. She's wrong. Charlie. She has to be wrong.
She must have overlooked something.
If we're suffering from a new ailment caused by the radium, then it should occur generally throughout the plant.
One would expect.
There are several hundred milligrams at all times in solution in the big vats. Several hundred milligrams in the ore. Several hundred in crystallizing.
The entire backyard is filled with tailings.
Radium is present in good amounts all over the property.
If it's uranium, then the incidence of illness should be the highest in the laboratory.
And no one there is sick.
Then perhaps it's some combination with the radium with the zinc.
Or something peculiar to our plant alone.
Some kind of bacteria, perhaps, in the brushes.
It can't be the radium. There are dozens of applications just like this across the country, and none have ever reported anything like this.
The Department of Labor wants to see the report.
Yes, Charlie, I'm aware.
What are we going to do? This tears us to pieces. How do we answer them?
Will they want to see the report, Charlie? We'll send them this.
1 page?
The most important page.
Drinker will never stand for this.
Drinker works for us. This is a proprietary report. What we do with it is our business.
But the Department of Labor, Arthur.
We just need a little time, Charlie. Just a little time.
They could shut us down for this.
Oh, scientists, government men. They have no idea what it takes to run a business. Von Sashaki thought advertising was a dirty word. Why, he laughed at the idea of promotion. Why, I can't tell you how many times I walked into that man's office and he turned a deaf ear to everything I told him. Oh, but Charlie, we showed him. We showed him. Look at us. We're the world's largest supplier of radium. The largest in the world. You know what it took for us to get here. Do you think I'm just going to stand idly by and let our good name get tracked through the mud? Trust me, Charlie.
Nice of you to come by, Dr. Flynn. Not at all, my dear, not at all. I told the surgeon you was coming over, so I had him give me the results of my blood work. Excellent. And so?
I must say, Miss Fry, your blood looks better than mine.
It does?
That's what happens to an old woman who smokes. Now, tell me what else is troubling you.
My feet and my back, mostly. I've had to wear a brace for a while.
I see. And this started before you left the company or after?
After. Dr. Neff says this all has to do with the radium plant. A girl I worked with died from it. Irene Rudolph?
Oh, yes. Terrible thing. Trench mouth.
What's that?
That's an ulcerated condition of the mouth, my dear.
From the radium?
No. It's an unfortunate and rare result of poor dental care. So let that be a lesson to you. Always brush your teeth.
But there was something in the papers about other girls. The same things happened to them. One girl I worked with, she's in New York now, and the doctors don't know what to do. They never seen anything like it.
Miss Fryer, don't tell me to pay any attention to the papers. Those stories are not scientific.
But
Reporters are not scientific. They do not use scientific methods. They write to sell, not to educate. Scientists are not concerned with what sells. We're concerned with the truth. We undertake years of painstaking study to arrive at an understanding of intricate natural processes that most people can never presume to comprehend. You would do well to listen to science and ignore the nonsense printed in newspapers. Because I can tell you right now, radium has nothing to do with anemia.
does it?
Not in the least.
Then what is alien?
Poor diet, Miss Fryer. Poor diet.
But Dr. Neff said...
Dr. Neff is a dentist, not a physician. What you have is a vitamin deficiency. You must eat more fresh fruit.
Hard to do in the winter.
And raw meat as well. They'll help with anemia. Raw cow's liver particularly. Cook it if you must, but eat it twice a week at a minimum.
All right, how much?
No. I'm a scientist, Miss Fryer. I take a purely scientific interest in this situation. By allowing me to examine you, you've helped me to advance my own studies. I thank you. Call me anytime, day or night.
Well, thank you, Dr. Flynn.
Happy to be of service, my dear.
Dr. Francine Flynn, Ph.D. Physiology, Columbia University. Ph.D. That's not a real doctor.
My findings, Mr. Reader?
She's seen half a dozen girls used to work in the plant. Word I hear, she's working for the company.
Can I
Interject.
examine?
An objective evaluation, I
The
trust.
source of my funding has no bearing on my research.
I see. Nevertheless, you're able to offer this girl some useful
I
advice?
did my best for her.
Every girl she sees is the same thing. Nothing wrong with you.
Your blood is better than mine, she says.
And how's the rest of your report going?
The animal studies I conducted reveal no adverse effects from radium. The problem, as you suggested, is one of personal hygiene only.
I can't believe it, Catherine. Just like you said. I can't believe someone would just up and lie to you like that.
Nothing surprises me.
And just like you said, Catherine, these people will say anything. They'll do anything.
Except the right thing.
Well, we're gonna make them, Catherine. We're gonna make sure somebody hears about this.
Dr. Flynn, I am most grateful, though I'm particularly grateful to hear that the young lady examined is doing so much better.
I didn't examine her, no. I merely consulted with her.
All the same. Nevertheless, you said she's doing much better?
From what I can see, Mr. Reader, she seems to be on the road to recovery.
Excellent.
Now, here's my statement of fees and expenses.
Mr. Lee will draw you a check.
And so I leave you now with this one thought. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have to accept this injustice. We can use our powers as consumers to influence the practices of those who wish to profit from our patronage. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wiley. And thank you to the New Jersey Consumers League for another job well done. This concludes our program for this evening. I don't think that we have time for questions, but we do hope that you'll join us next door for some light refreshments.
Do you want anything?
The throat's a little dry.
Can I help you, miss?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to speak to Miss Wiley.
You're not a member of the Women's Club.
No, ma'am, but...
Are you a guest of a member?
No, ma'am, but
Then
Miss
I'm
Wiley...
sure that Miss Wiley would be happy to see you during her regular business hours.
I ain't leaving until I see Miss Wiley.
It's all right, Mrs. Middleton. It's fine. You must be Miss Fryer.
Yes. Miss Young at the health department said I should speak to you. Catherine and I, talked to the company about our troubles, but we never heard anything back. So we went to talk to a couple of lawyers. But they all said that there's nothing they can do about it. Something about the law won't allow it. They say it's been too long since we left the company.
The statute of limitations.
Right. And one lawyer, he said he'd try to sue anyhow, only he wants $1,000 up front. Everything I had saved for my wedding I've already spent on dentists and doctors and hospital bills. And Tom, that's my fella, he says he don't care. But I can't help but wonder, what good would I do him like this? So if I could just get some compensation, I could settle my debts, and I wouldn't feel like I was saddling Tom with such a burden. I'm sorry to rattle on to you about these things, but I'm just so sick and tired of being pushed around.
I don't blame you.
Miss Young at the health department, she says that the Consumers League has, what did she say, clout?
I'd like to think so. We've certainly had our share of successes.
So, you think you can help us?
Tell me, Miss Fryer, just how far are you willing to go with this?
Miss Wiley?
Suppose I do find a lawyer to take your case. Someone willing to take it on a contingency. You wouldn't have to pay him unless you want. Would you be willing to sue?
I want my compensation.
Of course you do. Now, suppose the company says here's some money for you, Miss Fryer. Only you're to say nothing about how you got sick. You just tell no one what we've agreed to.
You mean keep it all quiet?
Yes.
Well, that don't seem right.
It isn't right, but that's what they'll do. They will try to buy your silence. Is it for sale, Miss Fryer?
No. No, ma'am. It isn't.
Good.
So can you help us?
I think I can help you if you're willing to take some chances.
What do I need to do?
Just start by putting you on page 1.
Page 1? You want to put her in the newspaper?
Not just one newspaper. Many, many newspapers.
Is that really necessary? All we want is for Grace to get her compensation.
Let her talk, Tom.
I understand your concerns, but this company has already shown it's willing to go to extremes to protect itself. No? I'm afraid the only way we'll get to them is hit them where it matters most. The public image. When every newspaper in America tells your story, how you were sorely treated, how you suffered, how the company denied all responsibility, believe me, Miss Fryer, when that happens, Arthur Reeder will come to the table with his hat in his hands.
All right, Miss Wiley.
I know it's a little frightening.
It's all right. Right now, I'm more angry than I am scared.
Good. You hold on to that anger, Miss Fryer. You're going to need it. Only, be sure no one else sees it.
Ma'am?
Public sympathy, Miss Fryer. That's our strongest weapon. The public doesn't have much sympathy for an angry woman.
December 4th, 1927, Jackie Young appeared in the New York Ledger
Nancy Jane Harlan from the New York Graphic,
on the strange case of the Radium girls,
who claimed they were poisoned at the hands of their employer.
and now seek their day in court.
200
That's the price tag on the sophomore.
$250,000.
Ask me, it's all a sham.
What do you mean? Those girls are very sick.
Sick of working, sure.
Doctors say Radium girls have only a year to live.
A year to live and 250 grand to spend? What would you do with that kind of money?
What would you do to ease your last suffering days on Earth? What would you do with $250,000?
I buy a wardrobe as big as our castles.
I'd promote charity.
Then I travel all around the world, first class with all my friends.
I'll play the stock market.
I'd buy my wife a fur coat and a diamond size in New Hampshire.
I use it to pay my medical bills and pay off the second mortgage on my house, the one my father took out to pay for my last operation.
Pretty great stride. Sits at home, suffering greatly from the entire ordeal. Struggling valiantly to keep up with flying spirits for the sake of the family ties.
It hurts to smile, but I know I have to smile, because I know if I don't, I'll go crazy.
So tell us, Miss Riley, how does it feel knowing you have so little time left?
I try not to think about it.
But it must get to you sometimes.
Knowing what you've been through?
And the company thinks that I'm your labor.
And all I have to say about it is,
No comment.
Don't you just want to punch somebody?
Oh, no. That wouldn't do no good. I'd rather think about how it's gonna be. When justice prevails, then maybe I can do something nice for my folks. Send them on a trip or something. They never did have no honeymoon.
What a fine example of womanhood. We can only aspire to bury our cross in life as nobly as this young girl.
Mrs. Berry, I must object to this kind of histrionics.
It has nothing to do with that, Mr. Markley.
I've been in this game a long time. When I see a story like this move over the wires, I am not so naive as to believe that the plaintiff's attorney has nothing to do with it.
What's your proposal, Mr. Markley?
$1,500 for each girl.
$1,500?
That's not even a year's wages.
We think it's very generous, considering in your case won't survive the statute of limitations.
This is a case of equity, sir. The Chancery Court will come to a different
The
conclusion.
Chancery Court can't rewrite the law, and the law is clear. 2 years from the date of injury. Your clients are out of time.
2 years from the date the cause of injury is discovered.
Very creative, Miss Berry. Very clever. I have to admire your imagination. But you have a long way to go before you convince the judge.
And in the meantime, Mr. Markley, the press will continue to take a great interest in this story and in the company's complete indifference to its workers.
No doubt this will be good press for Consumers League. And you accuse us of exploiting these girls.
You're the one hiding behind the statute of limitations.
Hiding, Miss Wiley?
You know very well that the law never anticipated a situation like this. These girls were dying years before anyone knew the cause.
Before anyone knew. Does that include the U.S. Radium Corporation? When, or should I say, if, this case goes to trial, I only hope that's your opening argument, Mrs. Berry. You have made our defense. See you at the hearing.
The arrogance of that man.
Tell me again the purpose of these articles, Miss Wiley.
Public sympathy, Mrs. Berry, that's the engine of reform.
You are antagonizing the company.
Then the strategy is working.
And what about the girls? How does it help them to read a dozen different newspapers that they have so little time to live?
Mrs. Berry, surely you can see that the U.S. Radium Corporation cares nothing of the girls that it's poisoned. The average housewife in Orange cares very deeply. And so do millions of other women across the country. These women shop. They buy watches. Martha can be as smug as he likes, but the Consumers League campaign will have only one outcome, and he knows it. That is why he was here today.
I really hope you're right, Miss Wiley.
Public sympathy, Mrs. Berry. Wait and see.
Dear Miss Shaw, I read up your stats during the box of love, and I'm very sorry to hear of your plight. It seems that in this time of rapid advancement, the well-being of our average worker is overlooked. Well, I'd like to share with you girls the key to my well-being at the age of 92. It's called Christian Science.
Dear Miss Fryer, I read of your woeful situation in Atlantic Constitution, and I am prepared to offer you a solution. Venacine, a wonder tonic made of all natural ingredients. Venacine will restore your health and vitality. We are prepared to exchange a lifetime supply of Venacine for the exclusive price to use your pictures in our advertisements.
Dear girl, I read about you in the Bill Gazette. I run 100 head of cattle up here and do very well by myself. I have always longed for a companion and am well equipped to offer you a comfortable home in your fine lives. A girl like you has suffered so much. Don't you think you deserve a few fleeting hours of happiness? Sincerely, your admirer, Leonard F. Watkins. P.S. Enclosed is my picture.
Look at this, Catherine. This man even sent a picture. Are you all right, Catherine?
Eating again.
Should I get the nurse?
No, I did this before. It'll stop.
Maybe we should go.
No, don't go.
Don't you need to sleep?
Who can sleep? I never sleep.
We'll sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, I might not wake up.
Of course you'll wake up.
What if I don't? Sometimes don't come out of it so good. My mother's cousin went to the hospital for her appendix and never came home again.
Well, we just can't think that way, Catherine. Look, Miss Wiley said people would be on our side, and she was right. Look at all these letters. There's one from California.
What if we don't win?
Of course we'll win.
But what if we don't? We'll be on the street. We'll lose everything. You and Tom won't ever get married. How can you stand it, Grace?
Catherine, please.
How can Tom stand it? I don't ever hear him complain.
Catherine, as soon as the judge hears our testimony, he's going to rule for us. It'll be over in a day.
So,
Sure. All I have to do is take one look at us. It'd be awful hard to ignore, don't you think?
that'll be something, won't it? To see Mr. Reader's face when we get on the stand.
Yeah. Let's read some more letters.
They didn't have any vanilla, but I got you some chocolate.
Took you long enough.
Don't get on me. I had 6 people stop me on the way over here. All of them reporters, and all of them asking after you.
Wait for me to die.
No one is waiting for you to die.
It's true. One of them called my mother, asking if I had died, and when she said no, they sounded disappointed.
Try to eat some of this. You'll feel better.
Evening, girls. How about a picture?
For the love of Mike, what are you doing?
We need some pictures for the graphics exclusive on the girls.
Exclusive? What are you talking about?
$5,000. That's what. What do you say, Grace? That sound good to you? Think you could use $5,000?
I don't understand.
Perhaps you're familiar with Benner McFadden?
Who? That faith healer?
Herbalist, Mr. Crider. Herbalist. Benner McFadden's patent herbal therapy is just the thing to get these girls back on their feet. And the graphic will pay for it. All we ask is the exclusive rights for the story here on out. See for yourself.
You want to pay us to see Benner McFadden?
Easy money, huh? Let me see.
They're serious, Grace.
The graphic always does this to something up and up.
I don't know. This don't seem right.
Grace, how much does your father owe on the house?
I don't know exactly.
And that last hospital bill? Well, that was a couple hundred at least.
At least.
Maybe we should think about this.
And all we do is talk to this herbalist fella.
Of course, a regular series of features with pictures following the course of the treatment, your illness, recovery, or otherwise, depending on how things go.
And then you print whatever you want.
Maybe we add some color. Everybody adds color.
It don't sound so bad.
Maybe we should talk to Miss Wiley about it.
Miss Wiley? What's it to her? You're the one with bills to pay.
Wouldn't be right to do something like this without talking to Miss Wiley.
You're a big girl, Grace. Can't you make your own decisions?
Of course I can make my own decisions.
You'd take it if it came from the company,
The company owes us a lot more than that.
if you ever see it.
Maybe we should think about it.
I don't know. Just don't seem right.
You're gonna talk to the reporters anyhow. Why not get something out of it?
He's right, you know. Why give your story away when everyone's crazy to read it? Believe me, you girls could cash in big. The day we ran the feature on you, big. Sold out of every copy, at every newsstand. Everyone can sympathize with the plight of some poor sick girl facing certain death with no hope of fulfillment in motherhood.
I'd like you to leave them. My friend is tired. She needs her rest.
Grace, at least think about it.
Sure, think it over. I understand. You're worried about what people will say. But hey, you gotta think about your own interests here. There's no reason you shouldn't get something out of all of this. Look out for number one. That's the way. Everyone else is out to get what they can, for sure. So why should you sit back and keep your nose clean when everyone else is up to their elbows in it?
Gentlemen, I have treated a number of girls who claim they got sick here. One of them, her jaw had rotted so bad, I removed it just by lifting the bone out of her mouth. You'd like to see?
That's quite all right, Dr. Neff. You don't need to bring that out.
Perhaps you'd rather see the x-ray? This was a rather expensive case to treat. I never did get my compensation. The girl died. Her family never paid.
I sympathize, Dr. Neff, but what has that to do with us?
Here it is straight. There's going to be a lot more girls coming out and saying they got sick here. I'm proposing we do business. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. That sort of thing.
I'm not following you, Neff.
Suppose he was to give me a list of the girls who worked here. I'd see to it that there weren't any more lawsuits.
What, you think you could cure them?
Oh no, I couldn't put out a cure. What I'm saying is, I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
How so, Dr. Neff?
I'd examine them for radium necrosis. Then I'd put out a more favorable diagnosis. Periodontitis, say, or something else. But in few cases, we'll just die natural death anyways. The rest we can put off for a while until the statute of limitation kicks in and it's too late to sue.
You'll persuade them that they don't have a case against the company.
Exactly right. And if it were to come to court, I could testify that it was some other problem. And it would be a strong testimony coming from the dentist who treated them.
What makes you so certain those girls will come to you?
Well, come to me real quick if I don't charge them nothing.
Because we'd be paying you.
Exactly right, Mr. Reader. We think alike.
Exactly what are you asking for, Dr. Nutt?
I need $10,000 up front for my trouble so far and any future patients I plan to see. $2 for every visit and expenses for the x-ray. I'm suggesting a gentleman's agreement here. Probably better off not put down in writing.
No.
All right, we can put it in writing.
We'll do nothing of the sort. Your proposal is immoral and will have nothing to do with it.
Immoral, you say? You're a fine one to be talking about morals, Mr. Reader.
Mr. Lee,
We've got your hired guns ready to testify.
those are expert witnesses.
Expert witnesses, paid lackeys is more like it, and none of them's got the dirt I've got. If you're smart, you'll play ball with me. Believe me, there's plenty of other people interested in the information.
You're threatening me.
Oh no, not a threat. Just a business proposition, Mr. Reader. Just looking out for my own interests. Same way you look out for yours.
Mr. Lee, see Dr. Neff to the door.
All right. All right. You don't want to play ball? Fine by me. But, believe me, when this all plays out, it won't be me holding the short end of the stick.
Gentlemen, I want you all to make statements about what happened this morning. We'll send them to the State Dental Society. Then Dr. Neff will see who's playing ball and who isn't.
An excellent idea. Yes.
I don't know. Perhaps you shouldn't be so quick to dismiss Neff's proposal.
What do you mean?
We're in a very bad situation here, Mr. Reader. That's true. Mr. Lee says you're having trouble getting the girls to work here.
Yes, and we've lost some contracts because of it,
It's going to get worse.
The papers are full of stories about those girls.
making them out to be saints.
And what defense can we put out?
To say we'll accept our day in court.
And in the court of public opinion, we've already lost. Perhaps we should reconsider.
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have a testimony from a dentist who treated the girls.
That could be very helpful to us. We should retain him
Retain him as what? An extortionist?
as an expert.
Like Dr. Flynn.
Dr. Flynn is a highly respected professor from Columbia University. Neff is a neighborhood dentist.
But Flynn treated the girls, didn't she?
She didn't treat them, she consulted with them.
She dispensed medical advice, Arthur.
It wasn't medical advice, Charlie. It was an expert's opinion, a scientific opinion.
How about this? We retain Neff, but we don't put him on the stand. That way we can keep him from testifying for the girls.
That's the most important thing.
Yes, the most important thing. Would you agree to something like that, Mr. Reader?
Mr. Reader? Mr. Reader?
Edward, we can't possibly do this. We can't get in bed with a man like Neff.
Arthur's right. We don't want to do business with Neff.
He could hurt us. We have to take steps.
Neff has already given us everything we need. New evidence, gentlemen. This is grounds for postponement.
3 months of study in X-ray. It's outrageous. And the girls, did you see the girls? Their eyes were like saucers looking at me terrified.
Mary?
How are they going to hold out 3 more months? Catherine Shaw could barely make it to the courtroom today. And Grace, she was trying so hard not to cry. And of course, I had all the answers. Go home, girls, get some rest. That's the best I can do, get some rest.
You're doing wonderfully, Mrs. Berry. It's difficult.
I don't understand people like Markley and Reader. How can they play this kind of game with those poor girls sitting right there?
Maybe this will help to explain. I received a letter.
You'd think the company would be eager to take care of this with the kind of publicity this has got. Well, Markley seems to enjoy the sport of it, what he can get away with. It's cold, very cold.
Mrs. Berry?
What's this?
It's from Cecilia Drinker. She's an industrial hygienist. She conducted a study on the radium plant.
That's very interesting, Miss Wiley, but we've already seen that document. There's nothing in it to help us.
You've only seen part of it, Mrs. Berry. Please, here's the complete report. I received it this morning. Mrs. Drinker has been following her story very closely in the papers, and she was particularly disturbed to read that last article in the Ledger, the one where Mr. Lee says our study clears the company.
He doctored the report. Reader doctored the report.
Apparently pulled off one page listing the blood conditions of a dozen employees and passed it off as the whole thing. Doesn't seem so bad by itself, does it? But in context, it's a somewhat different picture.
We can use this.
Yes, that should impress the judge.
The judge? Miss Wiley, I'm not going to wait 3 months to make use of this. I want you to call that contact here with New York World. If Reader won't let us present our evidence in the courtroom, then he can read about it in the newspaper.
February 21st, 1928. To Mrs. Ramona Berry. From Harrison Markley, medical examiner, Essex County. We've examined the remains of deceased Amalia Maggio. Our study reveals the following. Radioactive substances have been found in large quantities in the lower jaw, upper jaw, and lumbar vertebrae. No evidence of syphilis was found.
Body's radioactive. Bones of dead girl kick off gamma rays.
Catherine Wiley of Consumers League declares new evidence shows company lied.
Dr. Joseph Neff, a Newark dentist who treated Amalia, has turned over portions of the jawbone that he removed from her mouth. This x-ray shows that the jawbone is still radioactive 5 years after the girl has died.
Will this make your case?
Will this force a settlement? Make our case? No. This gentleman will make our case.
Last night, in a graphic exclusive, the founder of the Radium Corporation broke his long silence with a shocking announcement.
Radium is one of the most dangerous substances known to man.
Dr. Von Shockey, is it true you assisted with the autopsy?
Yeah, and given my expertise in radium extraction, I was able to determine that Miss Maggio has absorbed enough radium to kill 10 people.
Doctor, what does this say for my own radiation therapy? Are you now advising against it?
Radium is responsible for the deaths of these poor girls. It should be considered a most dangerous substance.
Do you agree with the doctor's prognosis that the radium girls have only a year to live?
From what I've seen, they'll be lucky to last that long.
I'll tell you what we should have done. We should have taken that reporter's offer while we had the chance. That's what we should have done.
$5,000. Don't make me laugh.
We could have talked her up too. Because I'll tell you, they'd have paid. You know what else we should have done?
Let's quit talking about what we should have done. Lots of things we should have done. Don't do no good to think about them now.
All right. Keep your shirt on.
Which one do you like? The red or the blue?
So what's Barry say? Is she gonna go back to the company?
I like the black, but I think it'd feel like I'd just be attending my own funeral just a little early.
Is she gonna try to talk the company up a bit?
Miss Wiley says another interview might do the job. So I says, what's one more, you know?
It's worth a shot, don't you think? What if they come up to 5,000?
Let
Don't
'em-
you take it?
Let them come up. I ain't keeping it.
It's called a settlement.
A settlement. That's them trying to hide.
Let them hide.
Then they win.
So they win. They're gonna win anyways.
Nice to know you have so much confidence in me.
Grace, for Christ's sake, you got one lawyer working for nothing. up against 6 lawyers who are working for a bundle. You think you got a chance?
You know what I found out today? They had lead screens in the laboratory for the technicians. They give us lead screens?
Jesus.
Well, what do you think? 100 girls in a room and you think they're going to spend that kind of money on us?
What are we doing here, Grace?
And they want us to keep it all quiet.
Grace.
And what else? Miss Wiley
Grace.
says that they're moving down the river to New York
Grace.
to open up a new plant like nothing ever
What
happened.
are we doing here? I thought the plan was to get a better doctor. Get a little money and settle our debts. Get on with things.
Get on with things.
You're still wearing my ring. Grace. There's a house for sale in my brother's neighborhood. 2 rooms up, 2 rooms down. It's not much, but it's a start. You'll like it. It's already got on our wallpaper. What's more, it's only 3 blocks from the school.
School? What do we need with the school?
Plan ahead for once.
Tommy, what do you think is going to happen when this is all over? You think everything's just going to go back to the way it was?
Why wouldn't it?
Tommy, I got to go see the surgeon again.
Uh-huh.
I got some fluid. He's going to drain it.
Okay.
And then he says, there'll be more.
So we'll deal with it when it comes.
And then more, and still more. Can't you see? How can you talk about buying houses and getting married when you know that there's
I
nothing?
can't think about that, Grace. All I want to think about is us being together now. I want to come home to you at night, to my wife, to my home. I'm too old to be living like this in-between life. I promise, Gracie, I'll do whatever it takes to make it easier for you.
Here.
Grace, come on.
I should have given it back to you a long time ago.
I don't want to hear this.
Tommy,
Grace,
are you going to make me say it, Tommy?
you just need to get a little rest. That's all, just get some sleep.
Tommy!
I'll be back tomorrow.
Tommy!
Just get some sleep.
Don't you do this to me, Tommy! Tommy!
Arthur,
Ah, Charlie.
aren't you headed home?
Charlie, I've been thinking. I think we're taking the wrong approach here. I think we should settle with these girls. We need to make a reasonable offer to them.
No, Arthur, we agree. We need a definitive victory. Otherwise, we invite more of the same nonsense.
Things have changed, Charlie.
Arthur, I know you and Dan were very close, but you can't let that cloud your judgment.
Von Sashaki is going to testify.
We can deal with him.
How?
Put more money in his pocket.
Now you want to bribe him.
Not a bribe, consideration.
Consideration.
For an expert witness, whatever Barry's paying for him, we'll just make a better offer.
You don't understand guilt, do you, Charlie?
Right now, I don't have the luxury about thinking about it.
Let me tell you something, Charlie. A guilty man has a tremendous need to unburden himself. His guilt can eat him alive. Don't you see? What Von Sashaki wants is to be free. That is why he's testifying for the girls. That is why he will never testify for us, no matter how much consideration you offer him.
Settle with these girls, and we ought to settle with all the others. Nothing's right about that. This is just the beginning.
Tell Markley to get a hold of Barry. Get a conversation going. See if they can come up with a figure the girls can accept.
Arthur, for God's sake, what are you trying to do to me?
We need to get this off the table, Charlie.
Every penny I put by in the last 7 years, I have sunk into this company. Why? Because of you. Because you said it was a sure thing. No miss. Why work for Von Sashaki when we can work for ourselves? Remember that one. Take a chance, Charlie. Take a chance.
Charlie, we were fooled. Von Sashaki fooled us all. The only thing we can do now is clean this up as best we can.
Do this, and it's the end, Arthur.
You're stepping down, Charlie.
Not me.
Well,
Don't you know, they're only one vote away from getting rid of you.
and whose vote is that, Charlie?
Arthur, have you so little faith in me?
I'm still a stockholder, Charlie. You don't have enough votes to get me off the board. I'll still be on the board.
And still on the hook if this company goes under. Think about that the next time your conscience starts to bother you.
'15, 1928. To Ramona Berry, attorney at law. From Edward Markley, counsel, U.S. Radium. One of our chief expert witnesses has encountered a serious scheduling conflict, which makes it impossible for her to testify in April. We therefore request for an extension until June. As of your request for a settlement, every case involves some humanitarian aspect. Therefore, I am afraid that cannot be the basis for settling this one. But I have no doubt in my mind that you will be rewarded for the good work you are doing, if not in this world, then in the next.
Rise and shine. Time for work.
Get up, Grace.
We have 5,000 dials to use for breakfast. Up, up, up. It's all busy war effort. Get up, sleepyhead. You'll never make quota like this. We all have sacrifices to make sometimes.
Science.
Family. It's all for science.
Family. Every life is sacrificing something. Just a matter of choosing.
What's one more dead guy, sleepyhead?
Get up, Grace. Get up, Grace.
Ma? It's almost 4 o'clock. Mr. Markey will be here any minute. Did Miss Wiley come by? Miss Wiley? Miss Wiley said she was going to come by. They took Catherine to the hospital again last night. If she dies, it's over. I'll tell you what, sweetheart. Once we get that check and we pay back the bank and the doctor and the coal man, there'll still be plenty left for you and Tom to help you get started. Nothing to start, Ma. Why do you gotta be so hard on Tom? Can't you see he just can't face the idea of you not being with us? I have to face it. Why can't he? Do something with your hair, Grace.
$250,000.
What would you do with $250,000, Miss Fryer?
Why, I couldn't imagine. Ma, you didn't tell me I'd fail.
They just keep on writing, don't they?
She was here.
Ma! Miss Wiley was here. She left me a note. Why didn't you?
Ms. Fryer, Edward Markley.
Ma said you brought some papers.
Yes. Term spelled out, $1,500 for you. All we need is your signature.
This is a confidential settlement.
That's right.
Grace, Mr. Markley's a busy man. Mr. Markley, what's contributory negligence?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Contributory negligence. It's what you said in court. Means it's our fault, don't it? Maybe you could just leave the papers. Maybe he can just answer my question. Why are you doing this? Why didn't you tell me Miss Wiley was here?
You can just leave the papers, Mr. Markley.
What did she say about Catherine? She said it didn't look good.
Perhaps I should come back later.
You still haven't answered my question, Mr. Markley. And I'd really like an answer. Because let me tell you, at your factory, I did as I was told. I didn't argue. I did as I was told. I wasn't raised that way. How do you get contributory negligence out of that?
I deeply regret your situation, Miss Fryer, but there's no evidence to tie your condition to any act made by the company.
Then why are you giving me this money?
It's a humanitarian gesture.
Humanitarian. Month after month, you put us off. Delay after delay. Knowing how sick we were. How tired. How desperate. Humanitarian. You've been waiting for us to die.
This is a very generous offer, and I advise you take it. Otherwise, we'll be forced to withdraw permanently.
You're just trying to bully me.
Very well then. See you in court.
Yes. Yes, you will. You will see me in court. Even if they have to carry me in their feet first.
You call that man back!
I'm going to court.
You know you can't win.
I just want them to look at me. I want them to look at me and tell me how it's my fault I got sick working in their factory.
What good will it do you, Grace?
Ma, all my life I've done what other people told me to do. I quit school because you said I should. I put that brush in my mouth because Mrs. McNeil said I should. I never once said, can't I please finish school? Or, I don't like the taste of this paint. I never once argued. And at night, I'd see my dress hanging on the back of my closet room door, shoes on the floor, my hairbrush, my comb, all aglow. So much light, Mom. So much light. And I never once questioned. I never once asked. Can't you see? They knew that I wouldn't. It's what they were counting on.
I left messages in your housekeeper. I know you got the messages.
You're no longer in business, Kevin. I thought it best not to respond.
Is that what this is about?
Perhaps a cup of tea will calm your nerves.
You never told anyone that the paint was dangerous. You never said a word. Not to me, not to
I
Dad.
didn't know.
You didn't know. You created the paint, and you didn't know. How could you lie like that?
I didn't know until it was too late, Arthur.
Why, I should put you through that wall.
Perhaps you should, but you will not. You'll sit down, you'll have some tea, you'll calm yourself.
I was not the technical man. You were the technical man.
Yeah, I was the technical man. Sit down, Arthur.
I sold watches, for Christ's sake. I was a salesman.
A very good one at that. Very good head versus business you had. Versus science, not so smart. But versus business, very smart. Always you can find ways to cut costs without losing quality. That's a gift, Arthur. So, run the tea.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with your hands?
They've been that way for some time.
What are you doing, dipping them in ink?
Dipping some in ink. How fond is a pretty story you are. If only it were ink. No. Dr. Markman tells me it's necrosis of the tissue, the cells. They're dying. And the Dow painters, his jaw started. It's a necrosis. Me, it's a hand.
I had no idea.
No reason why I should. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
How long?
I've known for a while. Miss Wiley, who's the Consumers League, persuaded me to assist Dr. Markman in the testing of the dial painters for radium disclosure. There aren't that many people around, you know, who can measure that sort of thing. So she came to me knowing I had the equipment, and of course, the skill. I didn't believe her either, however. I didn't want to think that the girls would get sick from my paint. I wanted to show her that it was a mistake. So I agreed to help. I assisted Dr. Marmont and conducted expired air tests on 2 girls. It was then I found out. It's been my own breath registered radioactive. Some of my fingers began to turn black. Now, you wish to have words with me?
I'm sorry.
Perhaps now you yourself should make an appointment with Dr. Marmont.
Me? What for?
Have you not noticed the clothing dust from you at home at night?
Well, how can I miss it? I tracked it all over the house.
You can be sure that a good deal of it is now in your lungs.
God.
Familiar?
Why, it's our promotional piece.
An excellent promotion. How many sales does that book account for?
I didn't track it exactly, but I like to think it helped our medical market quite a bit.
Page 96.
What?
Open. It's the last chapter. Read it to me.
Page 96, last chapter. Radium. Dangerous effects.
Dangerous effects. How many articles listens there? 10, 15?
18, I think so.
How far back do they go, those articles?
I don't know.
Look, the first one's there. What's the date?
1906.
1906. Now let me see. You plan to go into court and say that you had no idea radium was dangerous. How do you plan to do that, Arthur? When your own book says that it was, how can you claim that you did not know?
I never really read it.
What's that?
I never really, I hired a man to put it together. I never really, I just glanced at the galleys. I never actually read the book.
How do you mean you never read the book?
It was a standard arrangement. An outside company prepared the piece. They were responsible for its content.
Which you never read.
I think you will find, Mrs. Berry, that very few company presidents read their own promotional pieces word for word.
It has your name on it. You authorized the book's release, and you had final approval of the content.
Mr. Lee was in charge of our promotional efforts at the time. I entrusted those activities to him.
Now, Mr. Reader, you testified that you started at the U.S. Radium Corporation in 1918.
Yes, as plant manager.
And you held this position for how long?
4 years.
During those 4 years, how often did you venture into the studio?
Why, every day.
Every day. So you must have observed the girls pointing the brushes to their lips?
I don't recall.
You're saying you went into the studio every day and you never saw a single girl put a brush in her mouth?
I said I don't recall it.
You don't recall it. What do you recall, Mr. Reader? You're an awful young man that's got a faulty memory.
Objection!
I withdraw. No more questions.
Your witness, Mr. Markley?
We have no questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, attorneys, please approach. I'm ready to issue my ruling.
But, Your Honor, we have yet to present our defense.
I understand that, Mr. Markley, but this proceeding needs to determine standing. Now, I've heard enough these 2 days to make that determination. The radium in the bones of these girls is an ongoing source of poison in their systems. Nothing your witnesses can say can change that fact, will it?
Our witnesses are prepared to testify that the company could not have known about the danger.
Mr. Markley, in the interest of justice, I'm asking that the defense rest without calling any witnesses. We can conclude this hearing today and schedule a date for trial.
All right, Your Honor.
Fine. I therefore rule that the statute of limitations has not been exhausted, and these girls still standing to sue.
Your Honor, one thing. I have a very full schedule with 2 other cases pending, and a key witness will not be available until the end of the summer. It won't be available until September.
Your Honor!
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but our chief expert witness is associated with an institution of higher learning. This is the busiest time of year for her, and I cannot expect her to appear.
Mr. Markley is responsible for that situation. He is one who's demanded continuous delays.
Your Honor, we've just agreed to waive the right to present witnesses at this hearing. Surely you will not have us make our case at the trial without the presence of our key witness.
All right, Mr. Markley. Case is set for September. This hearing is adjourned.
Edward, why can't Flynn appear?
She's going to Europe.
Europe? But she's not wanted this case for months. Why would she? Very clever, Edward. How long do you plan to keep this up?
As long as necessary.
Mr. Markley?
Mrs. Berry, congratulations. I didn't think the court would actually go for it.
You know full well these girls can't wait until September. One is so ill she can't appear in court.
My client has a right to make a defense.
We will not wait until September. I promise you that. One way or another, we will find room on the docket, and your expert witness be damned.
That girl won't stop staring at me, Edward.
I wouldn't worry about it.
She thinks it's personal. I planned this somehow. How to make her understand. I didn't want any of this to happen.
You don't. You don't make her understand. You don't talk to her.
She looks like death, Edward.
They all look like death, Arthur.
Grace? That man, Miss Wiley, he won't look at me. He won't ever look at me. It's like he's looking right through me. Like I'm not even here.
It doesn't matter, Grace. He heard you.
1928. Nancy Jane Harlan for the New York Graphic.
Jackie Youngwood for the Ledger.
Ramona Berry seeks trial date for early summer.
As U.S. Radium Corporation announces a settlement.
A settlement?
$10,000 cash for each girl and $12 a week for life.
$12 a week?
Read all about it in the Ledger, your first source for news.
And the company also agrees to pay the medical expenses of each girl for the remainder of her life. And the company...
So what led to the settlement?
Was it an admission of responsibility?
What about other pending cases?
It was purely for humanitarian reasons that the U.S. Radium Corporation agreed to the settlement. We admit no liability whatsoever.
Where does the company go from here?
The U.S. Radium Corporation is pleased to have brought this lengthy litigation to a close and looks forward to many more years serving its customers and this community. And that's C.E. Lee, President.
Catherine Wiley of the New Jersey Consumers League. Our press statement.
Were you pleased with the outcome, Miss Wiley?
Finally, these poor girls receive some compensation for their suffering. But most importantly, the issue of radium poisoning has been brought to the public awareness.
Thanks, Miss Wiley.
The spelling, by the way, is Wiley with one L and Catherine with a K.
Well, Edward, it looks like we're back in business.
What's your game plan?
Did I tell you? I've got a buyer for the tailings I've been piling up behind the building on Alden Street.
Oh,
Some contractor in Montclair needs a little info.
that's perfect.
Catherine, this won't do. Can't see your name. There. That's better. Well, Catherine, brought my watercolors today. It's such a beautiful day, too. The leaves are starting to turn, but it's still warm. Too warm for a sweater. Perfect day to paint.
I thought I might find you up here.
You were right.
It's quiet up here.
Yep.
Well, guess if you were to rest in peace, this would be the place to do it.
Guess so.
What do you call that?
Watercolors. Bit weak in landscapes, though.
No, Grace, it's good. It's nice.
First thing I bought with the settlement money was some watercolors. Got some oils, too.
Big spender.
Then I bought a car.
I didn't know you could drive.
Can't. My brother's gonna teach me. He drove me up here today.
Well, Grace, if you want to learn how to drive, I can teach you.
You got other things to do now, Tommy.
You know about that.
Tommy, Orange just ain't that big.
I just wanted to tell you myself. That's why I came up here tonight.
It's fine, Tommy. I'm happy for you. For both of you.
No hard feelings then?
Tommy, you think I have time for that?
I'm glad it worked out for you, Grace. Are you glad? I mean, you don't feel like you backed down too soon?
We didn't back down. They backed down.
Papa?
It was over here.
Oh, not this again.
This is where I saw her that last time.
This is morbid, Papa.
I stood there an awful long time. She didn't notice me at first, but then something made her look up.
Oh my.
No wonder Mama won't come with you on drives anymore. If this is how you spend your Sundays.
I saw her looking at me, and and I looked away.
It's just like the courthouse. He can't bring himself to look at me.
You need to find a new hobby. Retirement isn't good for you.
My heart was pounding, Harry, and I never knew what I'd say if I had the chance. And there she was. I had the chance.
So, what did you say?
I couldn't bring myself to speak.
It's like he's afraid to look at me.
I had my chance, and I couldn't speak.
He's afraid of me.
Oh, Papa, that was years ago. Why don't you just forget about it? It's not like it was your fault. People just didn't know about things like that then. Science just wasn't as advanced the way it is now.
I try to look back in those days, and I try to think, how could this have all happened? Why, I remember so clearly climbing up the stairs to the studio on Alton Street. And as I reached the top of those wide, high windows and the slant of light, the way it hit the floor, the way the floor creaked underneath my feet, and the smell of the place, chalky like an old schoolroom. And all those girls, schoolgirls really, all bent to the task in their plain white smocks and their delicate little hands moving so fast. No man could work the way those girls did. So precise, so fast, so perfect. The way the brushes flew from the dials to the paint, to the dials, to their lips. Try as I might, Harriet, try as I might, I can't remember their faces. I never saw their faces.
Let's see.